account to follow like sports and Bitcoin. Like it's a very just like dude account, right? He has like an egg profile. Oh, okay, it's no longer an egg. It used to be back in the day. If you had a Twitter account without a profile pic, it was like an egg or something. Now it's like a head or something. He had a very basic Twitter account, but I don't know if you know about this feature, but like it'll say allow you to access your contacts. So Robert said, yeah, sure, whatever. Like maybe like the boys are on Twitter or something. He says access, and he sees an account, and it literally is like, it says like Kate and your contacts, because it says like whose contact it is, and it's like a bunch of random letters and numbers. So like if you wanted to make like a secretive Twitter account, and he looks at it, and it's like a very secretive Twitter account or something. It's just a bunch of random letters and numbers. He clicks into it. He's like, oh, looks like Kate has like a burner account or something, which why would you use your number on a burner account? Beats me, bro. But anyways, not the point of the video. Sure enough, he clicks into it, and there's one super long thread. So Robert clicks into the thread, and it's literally like the beginning of a fan fiction of Kate and Robert. And he's just like, the thing is, the worst thing too is she says she uses her name and Robert's name. And yes, it could have been a stand-in name. It could have been anything, right? It could have been literally anyone, but no, it was not. It was too much of a coincidence because she speaks about the class that they're in. She describes Robert with like short black hair, which he has. She described one of the shirts he was wearing like a week ago, and Robert was just like, oh my God. And I'm not going to get into the details of it because YouTube Thunderbolt, YouTube's going to Thunderbolt my account, bro, if I get way too into it. It's not like crazy, but it's like, I've definitely typed my name into Wattpad before, and thankfully I found nothing. That is not, I don't want to see any changes with that though. Don't do it. Don't do it, okay? Anyways, so Robert is going through this Twitter thread. The most insane thing he's ever seen. And at the very end of it, it has a link. And it says, more stuff like this here. And it's a Wattpad account. If you don't know, Wattpad is a site where if you go to it, your computer will explode, you'll die instantly. Anyways, he clicks on the link, and it brings to an account. It is Kate's personal account. And there's a book. And by a book, I mean 50 chapters. And by 50 chapters, I mean 50 chapters. 50 chapters of...
Har du en helt speciel farve i tankerne til dit næste gør-det-selv-projekt? Hos Silvan kan vi hjælpe dig med at ramme den rigtige nuance, så dit projekt bliver præcis det, du drømte om. Skab noget farverigt med Silvan.
Robert and Kate fan fiction. Also, I think I'm calling someone not legit in the chat for Dead Wars. I don't know. His hits are kind of weird, but also it's high people, so I think it was actually legit. Anyways, Robert's looking at this. He's like, oh my God. And he starts reading through it. It is legitimately 50 chapters of a book. It is like War and Peace level novel of Kate x Robert fan fiction. And he's just like, why? What did I do to deserve this? Why am I alive? Just to suffer. So he's going through this. He's like, this is the most insane stuff he's ever seen. He gets the boys on call, goes on like, I don't know, Discord or FaceTime or something, gets them all on, links them this. They all start like cackling behind the scenes like, yo, this is freaking crazy. Bro, this is the most insane thing I've ever seen. And Robert's like, shut up, this is weird. And one of the guys was like, all right. This is a very delicate situation. So he's like, no, it's a delicate situation. Robert, this is very weird. Like, this is an obsession. There's no way around it. 50 chapters, god damn. And Robert's like, shut up, I know. He's like, okay. I have to do it to you. And he's like, 50 chapters, that's a lot of writing. You know, this girl probably gets F's in English, but can write like War and Peace level novels about you. So I don't know what to say about that, but it is what it is. And Robert's like, hey, do you think I could like get out of that class? And Robert's, you know, his friends are like, I don't know, it's pretty late in the year. And Robert's like, well, here's the thing. I know that my teacher, Miss Davenport, in that class, you know, she has another class later in the day, and it's during one of my frees. I think I could switch classes. So sure enough, Robert sends a teacher saying, hey, I just want to is it possible for me to switch into one of your later classes? I know it's not like easy with the paperwork, but there's something that's gone down that makes me feel very uncomfortable in the class that you're in right now. So Ms. Davenport gets back to him and says, hey, Robert, I think that can, like, if you really do have if you have a free, which, he said he did, I think I can make that work. Basically, both my classes are at the same point. The other class is a little bit behind, so you actually would be a little ahead if I pushed you. I can have this done as soon as Tuesday. Not as soon as Monday, as soon as Tuesday. You know what that means? That means Robert went, and for Monday, Robert was in class that day. And when Robert, he's like, okay, this is my last day in this class. He sits down in the very front of the room. And, like, there's some of his boys in that class. And they're just like, he's like, dude, shut up. And, like, the girl, like Kate, was sitting in the very back. And Robert turned around very briefly, and he locked eye contact with Kate. And he quickly turned around, because normally he wouldn't care. But at this point, he's found the Wattpad. He's found the Wattpad. Run, guys, run. No, he's read what she's written about him. He's like, I gotta get out of here, man. So sure enough, Robert's like, okay, this is weird. I gotta escape. And he's just sitting there. He's just very awkwardly sitting. He's just waiting. He's honestly just waiting for the last. And he looks over, and he sees one of his friends walking up to Kate. And he's like, what are you doing? And he looks, and the friend is like over at Kate, whispers something in her ear, points to Robert, and then she smiles and like covers her smile. And Robert's like, I'm gonna beat your ass if you said anything that isn't true. So basically, the friend comes back up to the front, whispers in Robert's ear, like, yo, I just said that you have a big crush on her. And Robert's like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why? What, do you hate me? And his friend's like, lol, trolling moment. And Robert's like, I gotta find new friends. So like the bell rings and Kate gets up and starts walking quickly to Robert. And Robert's like, oh, hell no, bro, I'm getting out of here. Robert gets up and quickly this power walks out of the class and literally power walks into the boys' bathroom. He just sits there for like 10 minutes. He knows he's going to be a little late to his next class, but he just can't miss it. The next day, he's moved. His class is moved, right? Now he's in a different section. And from that point on, he really doesn't see Kate ever again. He sees her occasionally in the hallways, but it's really not that big of a deal. I mean, kind of, it's weird, but, his friends say that, Kate, kept on updating her Wattpad or Twitter account or whatever for, a couple weeks, but after about a couple weeks of Robert not being in her class, she kind of quit the account and the obsession stopped. But, yeah, that was Robert's experience with a Gen Z girl. Final story, we're going to call the subscriber Merritt. So Merritt was on the soccer team, and one Friday evening, right after practice, Merritt just wanted to continue, and some of his friends wanted to continue practicing for the game they had tomorrow. They didn't want to wear themselves out, but there was just a few maneuvers, a few things that they didn't feel like they got done in practice, that they just wanted to get done later. So they're on the field, they're on this field, it's not necessarily a soccer field, but it's a field, adjacent to it. And they're practicing some specific soccer maneuvers. I haven't played soccer in a second, so I'm not even going to pretend to know, I know what this would be. And that's when these two girls come up. And these two girls, we're just going to call them the Gen Z twins. They're not actually twins, but that's what we're going to call them. And one of the Gen Z twins said, why do you need this field? And, Merritt grabs, a soccer ball and is like, what? And the Gen Z girl's like, yeah, we need this field. And Merritt's like, yo, we're playing some soccer on it. Can you do that later? And she's like, well, no, and we actually need it right now. Do you see that? And the Gen Z girl points to the sun. Merritt's like, yeah, that's the sun. It's epic. Keeps us warm. She's like, no, it is golden hour, Merritt. Merritt's like, yeah, sorry. Practicing here. She's like, I want to take pictures for my Instagram. Merritt's like, whoa, chill. You don't need the attitude. Look, there's a lot of places to take photos, right? And the Gen Z girl's like, and there's a lot of places to play soccer, Merritt. This is just perfect for my photo. And Merritt decides to counter, hey, this is perfect for my practice. And they're kind of just facing off against each other. And the Gen Z girl says, Merritt, I know your girlfriend, Stacy. And Merritt's like, yeah, what about her? The Gen Z girl's like, I'm going to tell Stacy that you hit on me and that you wanted to make out with me, but I said no. and it's going to break the two of you up. And Merritt's like, whoa, like you do that? Merritt takes out his phone, literally hits like record on the voice memos. He's like, wait. Just tell me again, what would you do? Like, I don't think I heard you right the first time. She says, I am going to tell your girlfriend Stacy that you wanted to hit on me and that you wanted to kiss me, but I said no, and I'm going to break you two up if you don't let me take photos in the golden hour, Merritt. I need it for the gram. You don't understand. Merritt literally hits end on the voice recording, turns up the volume, and plays the thing back. And she's like, you can't record me without my permission. I'm going to sue you. I'm going to take you to court, Merritt. You don't even understand what power I have. I got 200 followers on my Instagram. How many do you have? Merritt's like, I don't know, like 40. And she's like, oh my God, he only has 40. Lol. Okay, I don't think she says lol. I don't think she actually says that. I really don't think she says that. I just added that. Anyways, Merritt's like, dude, like, we're not going to move. And sure enough, this entire conversation, the sun was slowly slipping away more and more, so the golden hour was quickly fleeting. The girl's like, Merritt, let me take photos here. And Merritt's like, you know what? I actually was considering it before you threatened to break me and my girlfriend up. Like, before that, I was actually considering to be like, yeah, sure, whatever. Like, maybe I'm being annoying here. Maybe you only need it for a couple minutes. And she's like, Merritt, please, this golden hour's going away. Merritt, you can make me sad. The golden hour, Merritt's going away. It's slipping away, Merritt. Come on, Merritt. Come on, Merritt. Come on, Merritt. Come on. It's the golden hour. It's slipping away, Merritt. And Merritt's literally standing there. He's like, tough. I'm gonna keep playing. So Merritt goes back to playing with his friends, and the girl decides to be like, you know what? We're just gonna do it anyways. So the two Gen Z girls, they run up to where Merritt and his friends are, and they both push like Merritt and his friends to the side. They both go falling down. And the Gen Z girl's like, quickly. And the other girl like takes like her phone out and is about to take a photo when a soccer ball hits her hand and the phone goes flying. The phone hits the grass so it doesn't crack or anything, but immediately they're like, no! And as soon as they say no, the sun slips behind and the golden hour is gone. Now any photos will be terrible. And the Gen Z girls are like, I hope you're happy. Now we can't have photos for the gram. They both walk away. And Merritt and his friends are like, well, that's tough. I really don't know what else to say. So Merritt the next day at his soccer game, he wins, by the way. His team wins. Afterwards, his girlfriend Stacy comes up to him. It's like, Merritt, like, that was so good. You did such a good job. I'm so proud of you. And Merritt's like, thank you. Oh, by the way, do you know the Gen Z girl? And says this is her actual name. She's like, yeah, we kind of became friends recently. And Merritt's like, well, so I might have a little bit of information that, I don't know, you might want to change your mind on being friends with her. And Stacy's like, what do you mean? Today we have a story of probably one of the funniest stories I've received in a while. It's of this girl who basically perfectly encapsulates all the Gen Z memes into one person. So sit back, relax, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and we're going to call the subscriber who submitted this story Liam. So anyways, this all happened about 6 months ago when Liam was in class. And this was a history class, right? And so Liam, was in this history class, and the teacher was like, all right, so we're going to, do a pretty big project. I will be assigning you guys random groups, random pairings. The teacher also said that the assignments were going to be random, so he went to his computer. He said, all right, so I generated a random list, and here are your partners. And he says, Liam, you are with Kenna. So Liam is the main subscriber who submitted this story, which you can do so to my Instagram or Discord, both in the description. And Kenna was this girl who was kind of just known as the annoying girl. I hate to say it. I hate to be that guy who says, oh, she was known as the annoying girl. But bro, she was simply just known as the annoying girl. I don't know how else to say it. I can't really spin it any other way, man. And, you will probably see in just a couple seconds why that is the case. But anyways, so Liam and Kenna, Liam went over to Kenna's desk to sit down. It's like, all right, well, we got this project. It's pretty big. It's also due in 2 weeks, so we have some time to do it. And the teacher did say that he's not going to give the students a lot of time in class, so they needed to figure out time together to do the project outside of class to get that all ready or whatever. So Liam was talking to Kenna and was like, all right, well, how about this weekend I go over to your house and next weekend you come over to my house to do the work. And, Kenna agreed to it and everything. And Liam was like, fine, whatever. She might be known as annoying, but she isn't known as, like, not doing her work or stupid, right? Little did he know. But anyways, right, so the first weekend rolls around, and Liam has already done a little bit of work on the presentation or the project. A lot of the project is writing-based, and it's done on, like, a Google Doc. There's just some, like, more project-y elements, like they had to make some kind of presentation, and Liam just thought it'd be easier if they did that together. But the Google Doc stuff could be done on their own. So Liam has already started the Google Doc for their presentation. He has a little bit of work done. He's kind of like already sketched out some ideas he has for what he wants with the presentation. He's like, I want us to do this, I want us to cover this, etc., stuff like that. And so anyways, his mom drives him over to Kenna's house and he's dropped off. And, he goes over and, he knocks on the door. He knocks on the door again. He knocks on the door a third time. And he's kind of just like, wait, like, bro, what? And, Liam walks around and he looks into the driveway and there are no cars in the driveway. And he looks down at his phone and he checks to see, he's like, all right, I texted Kenna, the Gen Z girl. All right, I said I'd be here at, 2. It is 2:05. Like, I'm here at the time. So Liam ends up calling the girl. So he clicks call. It like rings a little bit, and then it goes to voicemail. And Liam's like, there's no way. And then he receives a text back from Kenna that says, what? ? And Liam's like, bro, we have a class presentation. But he says it nicer. He's like, okay, like, hey, I'm at the house. Remember, we're doing like the presentation. And she responds like, the little 3 dots of like responding. The 3 dots pop up, and then they go away. Then the 3 dots pop up again, and then they go away. And then eventually, right, she eventually sends a message saying, like, on my way, just OMW, or on my way. And Liam's like, well, what does that mean? So Liam ends up standing there and waiting there for 20 minutes when Kenna pulls up in a car with her friends, and she, like, is dropped off by one of her friends. And she gets out, and she's like, so, what's up? And Liam's like, hello there, because it's, like, been a half an hour. He's been waiting there, and Kenna's like, I'll get the keys, like, let's start this thing. So she goes in there, opens up the door, and they walk into her house. And it's very, like, earthy, crunchy vibes, whatever. Like, it's just the vibe of some houses. So Liam, Kenna is, like, leads Liam over to this pretty big table. They sit down. Liam takes out, like, puts down his backpack, takes out his computer, like, opens that up, and starts talking to her, be like, hey, I've already done some work on the Google Doc that I shared with you. And Kenna's like, Google Doc? And Liam's like, yes, we went over this in class, but whatever, right? I shared it with you, a Google Doc. The majority of the work is writing. Don't forget that. So since this is a shared project, we have the next 2 weeks to do that. However, the kind of more, crafty part of the project, I thought it'd be better if we did it together in person, as that is what most everyone else is doing as well. And so, kind of was like, all right, I guess that makes sense. And they sit down, and Liam was like, all right, so what do you want to do for the kind of like the craft kind of like presentation part? Do you want to do like a poster board? Do you want to do and in the middle of Liam trying to say something, he stops because he notices that Kenna is on TikTok. She's just on her phone looking at TikTok, scrolling through TikTok. She's like, and Liam's like, are you paying attention? She's like, mm-hmm. So Liam's like, so what are your thoughts? And Kenna's like, mm-hmm. So Liam knows at this point, all right, she's not paying attention. And so Liam, like, kind of like says, hey, like, I need your input here. And she's like, what? And Liam's like, okay, Liam, calmness, calm vibes. Life is good. Everything's all right. And Kenna's like, what? And Liam's like, all right, okay, so we have a part of the presentation where we need to do we need to present something. Do you want to do a poster board? Do you want to do it? She said, yep, that sounds good. Goes back to her phone. And Liam's like, all right, it's cool. We're good. This is only like half of our grade. It's going to be all right. And I can't do the whole thing by myself. Anyways, Kenna, do you have any, do you want to start? And he, takes out, he finds, because he brought a poster board. He just wanted to ask her if she wanted to do anything else. Puts the poster board on the table, has pens and, whatever with them, slides them over, And Kenna just looks at it, is like, no, I'll let you take the lead. Goes back to TikTok. And Liam's like, okay, well, how about I write and you tell me what to do? Really trying to engage with her on this one. And Kenna's like, what? And Liam's like, He's like, okay, so just what do you want to do for the present? Like, what should we write here? What do you think is a good idea? And she said, yeah, that sounds good. And Liam's like, oh my God, I didn't even say anything. Calm, Liam. Calm yourself. Collected. Control yourself. Everything will be okay. Everything will be okay. And so Liam eventually just starts. And he's like, you know what? You can, whatever input you want to give is totally fine. Like, whenever you want to. And kind of like, I'm actually going to go over to that room. And she points to, like, a room with a TV and a couch. I'm going to go over there. And Liam's like, what? She says, I'll be right back. And Liam's like, okay, fine. So Liam is working away at, like, the poster board. He uses, like, a pencil to kind of outline his ideas. And he's starting to fill it out in, like, Sharpie. Because he's like, it's not like Kenna's going to give any expertise in this situation. Or this, she's not going to give any expert advice or anything. And so Liam looks over and he sees Kenna sitting on the couch making TikToks, bro. You know, Liam came over to her house, had to wait around for half an hour for a project that they were both assigned. It's not like this is something that Liam wants to do and Kenna's like humoring him or anything. He comes over to her house. She completely ignores him at the table, like literally just ignores him. Then when she says, I'll be right back, he's in a different room making freaking TikToks. And so Liam shouts over, it's like, hey, Kenna, do you want to come help with this? And Kenna like puts down her phone, releases a really loud sigh, turns around and says, Liam, I was in the middle of a TikTok and you just ruined it. I'm going to have to make the whole TikTok over again because of you. And Liam's like, I'm sorry, but after that TikTok, do you want to come over and help? Like, this is a 2-person project. Like, I don't know if I can do this all myself. And Kenna was like, fine, I'll come over and help. Just let me do this. And so Kenna like stays on the couch, makes a TikTok, is like done. Seems like she's done. Liam looks over. She makes another TikTok. So for the rest of that entire day, right, Liam literally spends the entire day at Kenna's house just making TikToks. Like, literally nothing else. She's just making TikToks the entire time. And so Liam finishes up the poster and is like, all right, whatever. They're still planning to meet the next week and there's still a little bit more to do. And, you know, Liam's like, all right, I'm going to go. Like, this is the time that I'm going to get picked up. Like, bye. I'll see you at my house next week. And Kenna's like, okay. And just continues on TikTok, right? So Liam gets in the car, and Liam's mom's like, oh, was that productive? And Liam was like, no, that was not productive. She's the worst. She refuses to help. And Liam's mom's like, well, you know, there's always people like that. I'm sorry that's happening to you. And Liam's like, I'm sorry that's happening to me too. So anyways, the next week happens. And remember, the big part of this is the Google document. They have to be doing a lot of research and all that. And Liam is giving Kenna every single day, talking to her about it in class, giving her reminders. Liam's not even going ahead and doing it all. He's like doing it incrementally each day to make sure that they keep on schedule, but giving her an opportunity every single day to do something. And she said, yeah, I'll get to it every single day. What? Yeah, no, I'll do it. I'll do something. She is not even logged into the Google Doc yet. She's not made one edit. She's not made one change. She's done nothing at this point. So Liam is starting to pull his hair out. And remember, so a week has passed. It's now Saturday. And this is where they planned to meet at Liam's house for this one. So Liam, like, his mom and dad are gone. It's just him in the house. He brings out the poster. He brings out the Google Doc. He brings out everything, right? And he's just got it all situated, and he's got it all set, and he's just waiting. And it's 2 o'clock, and then it's 2:15, and then it's 2:30, and then it's 3. So he calls up Kenna, and once again, it goes to voicemail. He's like, oh, my God. And then he gets a response from her, what? And he's like, oh, my God. And he responds like, Kenna, like, you're supposed to be at my house working on this presentation that's worth 50% of our grade that we have to give in a couple days. And Kenna responds, fine, but I'm going to Starbucks first. I need my Starbucks. And Liam's like, whoa! Like, it's 4 p.m. Why do you need freaking Starbucks right now? Is that the top priority, bro? Apparently it was the top priority. Because an hour later, Kenna shows up to the house with like a Starbucks cup and is like, do you have a trash? because she opens up and she's like, oh, do you have a trash can for my Starbucks cup? And Liam's like, yeah, it's over there. And Kenna looks at the trash can and then just puts the Starbucks cup, like the empty, like, trash, right, on his table and moves on. And Liam is like, are you serious? Like, the disrespect never stops with you? It just never stops? What? Why? It turns up to the sky. Why, Lord? Why do you just do this to make me suffer? Real quick, if you made it this far into the video, comment Gen Z down below. I just want to see how many people made it this far into the video. I'll try and heart a bunch of comments to say that. And then also, if you want to support the channel, the best way to do so is by binge watching the videos. And by that, I mean sitting down and watching a bunch of videos in one sitting. Maybe be 3, 4, 5, doesn't matter. And if you are doing so, please comment down below either how many videos you watched or what you're doing while watching the videos. And I will try, I just want to know how you're supporting the channel because I appreciate it. I'll heart it, I'll comment, and I'll even shout some people out like the people on screen right now. Thank you to these people as well as you guys. Let's get back to the story.
Oplev magien i Magasin og på magasin.dk. Find alt til din juleshopping, festtøjet, julegaverne eller lidt lækkert til dig selv. Se mere på magasin.dk.
Uanset hvilket projekt du har gang i, kan Silvan Services gøre det lidt lettere. I Silvans savværk kan du få skåret alle dine træplader til efter mål. Det er en hel del hurtigere end håndsaven, og du kan regne med præcision ned til sidste millimeter. Skab noget præcist med Silvan.
So anyways, right, Liam and Kenna are now sitting at Liam's kitchen table. It is 2 hours since she's been here, and Liam's like, all right, we have a little bit to do with the poster. We have a decent amount to do with the Google Doc. And I just think we should talk about how we're going to split up this work and also maybe just go over how our presentation is going to be. Like when we turn this, like, I just want to have an overview. So they weren't actually going to present it in front of everyone, but there was kind of like a presentation element where like one of them or two, both of them would kind of do a quick overview to the teacher. So the teacher would know like what to look at and kind of like just get a sense, like kind of get like a roadmap of what was going on, right? And so Kenna gets up and is like, okay, I'm listening. And Liam's like, what? So she starts like walking around his house, or not around his house, around his kitchen, like poking and prying at things. And that's when she opens the refrigerator door. And Liam is like, ma'am, what is going on over here? Ma'am, please. Like, what is going on over here? What are we doing right now? I just don't understand what's going on, man. Someone please tell me. And kind of like opens it and goes, oh my God. And Liam's like, what? Like, why are you saying that? And Kenna's like, is this a meat product? You should know that I'm a vegan. And Liam's like, well, I didn't offer you a meat product. I didn't offer you like salami or something. And Kenna's like, no, you don't understand. You invited me to a house with meat in it. And Liam's like, well, yeah, I mean, I didn't offer it to you. Like, I didn't know you were a vegan, but it's not like I knew you were a vegan and offered you a hot dog or something. And Kenna's like, no, this is unacceptable. This is why I have not been doing any work. And Liam's like, this is not why you've been doing any work? And she said, yes, because I know you were going to set me up. And Liam's like, no. Look, Kenna, we have a project that's worth 50% of our grade. Can we just sit down and do a little bit? And Kenna said, you know what? Today is not working for me. She gets up and she walks out of the house, gets in her car and drives away. And Liam is like, okay, screw this girl, right? She's the worst. I'm just going to finish the project on my own. And Liam ends up just grinding it out and finishes up the entire project that night, giving her ample opportunity to do work. Within 2 days, it is time for them to hand it in to the teacher. So on that Monday, they get into class, and Liam goes over to Kenna and says, I'm not talking to you. And Liam says, I don't care if you're talking to me or not. I'm going to tell you what's up with our presentation that we're handing in tomorrow that's worth 50% of our grade. Don't you want to go to one of those fancy, like, little liberal art colleges? Last time I checked, they care about your grades. And if this is 50% of your grade, if we get a 0, you fail the class, Kenna. You fail the freaking class. You think they want to see an F in your transcript? I didn't think so, so you're going to want to hear what I want to say. Kenna's like, I'm listening. And Liam said, there is one last thing on the Google Doc that I have not done. You need to do it tonight so that you have done something. I will not complain that you've been the worst person to work with and have done nothing if you do one thing on the Google Doc tonight. And Ken is like, fine. I've helped a lot with moral support. Fine, I'll cave to your silly demands. And Liam was like, in his head, he's like, moral support? I swear to God, I will. He's like, okay, that's all you got to do. It's not that much. Just get it done, and we'll have no problems. So anyways, Liam is sitting there Monday night, right? Their presentation is tomorrow, Tuesday. And he's sitting there, and he's looking at the Google Doc. And he has it open. He's not doing anything. He's done all of his homework. He's just playing some video games or whatever, watching a movie. He has the Google Doc open the entire time, just to see if the Gen Z girl, Kenna, was going to do anything. She doesn't go on to it, so he's like, okay, I'm going to go to sleep tonight. When I wake up tomorrow, she maybe has a messed up sleeping schedule. She goes to bed at like 2 in the afternoon, maybe, I don't know. So maybe when I wake up tomorrow, it's all magically going to be there. The next day he wakes up. Remember, Liam has like 20 minutes to get ready to go to school. He wakes up and there's nothing there. And he's like, I swear to God, Kenna. So he goes there, he types up something quickly. It's not his best work, but it is work and it's passable. It's fine, right? And he's like, I swear to God, like, I'm going to say something. And so he gets in the car and he like drives over to school, or his mom picks him up and drives him over to school. And, he gets there and he walks in and he's like, has his poster board, has his laptop, he's ready to submit it. And he sees something really, really strange. He sees Kenna and the teacher standing together in the back of the classroom, talking. And Liam at first was like, oh, Kenna must be admitting that, she sucks and she's done nothing this entire time. Spoiler, that's not what she was doing. And that's when the teacher looked over at Liam with this very disapproving look. And Liam's like, okay, she better not be trying to play something right now. She better not be trying to play something. And so the teacher walks over, ends the conversation with Kenna, gives her a smile, walks over to Liam, says, Liam, I think we got to talk outside. And Liam's like, okay, sure. Whatever happens is what happens. And there's nothing I can do about it. Liam's starting to get a little crazy, right? So he goes outside, and the teacher's like, Liam, Kenna told me that you done nothing for this entire presentation. He says that she's slaved away and done all the work, and that you haven't even tried. And Liam just stares at him blankly. And, Kenna says that, she was giving you a lot of opportunities to do work on, the Google Doc, and you kept putting it off, and then she had to finish it last night. Liam stares at him blankly once again, trying not to have his head freaking explode. And the teacher's like, I really saw more in you. You were always such a go-getter. And you also taunted her about being a vegan with meat? Like, hey, Liam, this is ridiculous. I mean, you're most likely going to fail this assignment. I mean, Kenna's going to get an A from this because of all the work she put in, but I think you're going to have to end up failing this assignment. We're going to have to take it to the principal's office. And Liam just breaks into a massive smile. The teacher's like, Liam, are you not taking this seriously? He's like, teacher, you're not going to believe what I'm going to say, but I'm going to show you proof that backs it up and you can't deny the proof. Teacher's like, all right. Kenna did none of the work. Every single day, I worked hard on this assignment, and I gave her ample opportunities to do something. She always put it off. She always talked down to me. She was incredibly disrespectful. And the whole thing about taunting her about being a vegan, she came over to my house. And first of all, I didn't know she was a vegan. She came over to my house, and while I was trying to work on something, she opened up my fridge, found a piece of meat, got mad about it, and went away, and ran away. And the teacher's like, well, now it's a he said, she said. I don't know what to believe. And Liam said, the Google Docs doesn't lie. So he opens it up and says, well, if I go into the revision history, it'll show exactly who did what, correct? And, the teacher's like, yeah, of course, it's Google Docs. And Liam's like, perfect. He opens it up and he shows revision history after revision history after revision history of every single day Liam logging in and doing something. And not a single time Kenna's account came up. And the teacher's like, oh my God. Wait, actually, it's true. You were the one that did everything. And she tried to lie to me to cover it? And Liam's like, yeah, I guess she hasn't used Google Docs enough to know that, it's all there. She must have thought that, like, if she got ahead of it, it was going to seem that, like, I was trying to cover up for me and that she was the one trying to expose it. And he said, do you understand? And he's like, yes, actually. Well, I'll take this presentation right now and I'll look at it and be in consideration. And thank you for letting me know this. So Liam walks back into class. And he's not trying to, like, show victory yet. He has a very blank look, very good poker face. And Kenna is just looking at him with an evil smile. And he, in his head, is like, don't smile back. I know we won. Don't smile back yet. Save it. Savor it. So sure enough, right, a couple days later, they receive their grades. And it's handed back in a little slip of paper. It comes back to Liam, gets an A-. He's like, okay, I'm cool with that. He turns around and has a big smile as he's looking at Kenna. As the teacher's walking back, gives Kenna the slip of paper. The slip of paper says F and then come see me after class. And Liam is just smiling.
Det her er Anne. I denne uge skal hun handle for samme budget som sine døtre.
Det klarer hun aldrig.
Og de er på SU.
Ja, det var faktisk lidt af en udfordring, indtil jeg faldt over et prisfavorit. Nå, hvad så? Klarede du det? Yes.
Få det hele, også lave priser. Bare gå efter prisfavoritterne.
How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a good day. Today we got 3 stories of Minecraft kids that I know you will enjoy. So let's just go ahead and jump into the first one. We're going to call the subscriber who submitted this story Peter. And by the way, all these stories are on Spotify, linked in the description. You'll probably even hear them about an hour earlier before they go up on here if you find them on Spotify. Anyways, so Pete, we're going to call the first subscriber who submitted this story Peter. And anyways, right, Peter was in a class, and in Peter's class, there was an assignment that they all had to do. And this assignment was the what do you want to do when you grow up assignment. And you got kids coming in being like, oh, I want to do YouTube. Oh, I want to be a doctor. Oh, I want to be president of the United States. Oh, I want to do your mom. There's like a lot of things that people came in and said like, oh, this is what I want to do, right? So it was kind of like done that you had a presentation. You would go home and kind of prepare a little bit, and then you go up there. I think a couple stories ago, someone else submitted something with their class had a similar type thing. And I know I had something like this, so this might just be a thing that happens to everyone in like 2nd grade. I don't know. Tell me in the comments if it's true or not. But anyways, right, so sure enough, Peter wanted to be a doctor, which is pretty standard response. When I was 10, I wanted to be a doctor, and then I learned about medical school. But anyways, right, so, Peter, has this little thing. He wants to be a doctor, whatever. And eventually, let's just get forward to the day of the class. Let's just get forward to the day where, they're actually presenting. And then, Peter goes up there. He has a doctor's costume he bought or whatever. And, sure enough, it's fine. It's whatever. That's not the interesting thing. There's a kid in Peter's class who we're going to call the Minecraft kid, because all bro does is play Minecraft. Like, literally every single day when he gets back from school. Doesn't even do his homework. Screw that. Does Minecraft. In class, he's asleep, so he can stay up all night to play Minecraft. This bro's life literally revolves around Minecraft. Don't get me wrong, Minecraft is a cool game. I use it for all my background footage. It has an integral place in my childhood. Like, I love Minecraft. Great game, right? However, please have a life outside of it. That's all I ask. That's all I ask, man. But anyways, right, sure enough, the Minecraft kid walks up to the front of the class. And everyone was kind of expecting him to say, like, I don't know, I want to, work for a video game company. I want to work for Mojang. I want to be a computer programmer so I can make video games or whatever. Or maybe even like I want to stream on Twitch, which is like even that's a little iffy. You really want to go how difficult that is. Anyways, and I won't because I want watch time and good retention. So sure enough, the Minecraft kid goes up there. And Peter's kind of interested to see what he's going to say, because he's kind of expecting the Minecraft kid to say something a little bit goofy. Like, not too crazy, but just a little bit goofy. Just a little bit on the goofy side, right? And the Minecraft kid goes up there and says, all I want to do when I grow up is just keep playing Minecraft. And he brings with him, that, fake, Minecraft sword, like a foam one that, you can buy for, $20 or something. I just know it because I got it for my 5th grade birthday party, and I might still have it, or I might have my mom throwing it out without me knowing. It's a shame, but whatever, right? And so he brings this, and he kind of swings it around. He's like, yep, all I do every day is I play Minecraft. When I go home and I play Minecraft. and I stay up all night to do it. That's why I'm never paying attention in class or doing anything like that. You know, and I want to let you know that no one can tell me otherwise. All I'm going to do with my life is play Minecraft every single day. And the teacher's like, hey, this project wasn't about, you know, what's your favorite hobby? What's your favorite pastime? This project was about, like, what are you going to do with the rest of your life? Or what do you want to do as a profession? There's a difference between, you know, choosing to do something casually and choosing to do something professionally. And the thing is, right, this wasn't even a teacher who's like, if you're not a doctor or a lawyer, then you're not a real worker. Like, it wasn't one of these, like, old-fashioned teachers who doesn't understand, like, I don't know what I'm trying to say, like a teacher that doesn't understand kind of the new scheme of jobs. The teacher literally let a kid say, hey, I want to be a YouTuber, but if that doesn't work, I'm going to go to college for digital marketing or something like that. The teacher was fine with that. The teacher understands the new landscape of work. But the thing is, there's a difference between saying, hey, I want to pursue playing video games online, and if that doesn't work, then I want to do X, and saying, I want to sit inside and do video games all day, specifically Minecraft all day. Because, bro, let me just let you know, there's really no professional Minecraft leagues that pay you anything, right? I might be wrong. There might be like a professional Minecraft league that pays you like a couple $100 if you win a tournament. But dude, that's not enough to sustain yourself. Like, there are no, like, maybe if you wanted to say, yeah, I want to be professional, like Counter-Strike or a game like that, maybe. But even that is a massive stretch. sure enough, the Minecraft kid didn't even say anything like that. He just said, I want to sit inside and play Minecraft all day. So Peter's just like, oh boy, because Peter's sitting down, he's watching the teacher really just like not be cool with this, and the Minecraft kid not even like adapting on the spot. Because one might have thought that, okay, the Minecraft kid realizes that the teacher is not a fan of what he just said, and that maybe if he wants to save his grade, I don't know, adapt it a little bit, like just switch things up a little bit. I don't know, man, like just be like, oh, haha, what I meant is I want to go and learn how to make videos. Like, sure, that's fine. Go to school and program or something like that. But the Minecraft kid doubles down and says to the teacher, you know, what I want to do when I grow up is I just want to sit at home and do videos. I don't want to do anything else. I don't want anyone to bother me. I just want to play Minecraft 24/7. And, you know, Peter's just like, oh boy, this teacher's not going to be happy. And the teacher's like Minecraft kid. Says exactly you know that, you know, I'm going to give you, you know, sit back down, step outside, and I'm going to give you 10 minutes to come up with a real job. Like, I'm going to give you 10 minutes. I'm being very gracious right now because at the moment you have a fail on this assignment. Not like the Minecraft kid was really caring about his grades. I mean, he handed in 0 homework and basically was failing everything else. But the teacher's like, I'm going to give you 10 minutes of standing outside to come up with something new. And when you're ready, come back in and you may present again. So the Minecraft kid very angrily like walks outside. And the teacher's like, all right, who's coming up next? And the teacher's like, okay, Ben, how about you come up? And within 10 seconds, the door slams open again. And the Minecraft kid says, I'm ready. So the teacher, I don't know if the teacher was just being hopeful because, I mean, come on. He was out for like 3 seconds. You really think he came up with a new job? No. The teacher might have just been hopeful and was like, oh, that was fast. Sure. Come on up. Like, what's the deal? Like, what's going on? Like, come tell me about your new job. So Minecraft kid walks to the front of the class again and says, when I grow older, or when I'm an adult, I just want to sit inside and do Minecraft all day. I said it before and I'm saying it again. Boom. The teacher's like kind of turns to the Minecraft kid and says, I was generous with you. Like, I gave you time to reconsider what you're doing. Like, to present again. Like, this isn't just what you want to do. This is like a presentation. This is an assignment for the front of the class. And at this point, the Minecraft kid says, so you're saying I can't do that? And the teacher's like, yes, I'm saying that when you're older, you're not going to be able to do that. Sure, you can play video games on the part. Like, you can partially play video games. That's totally fine. But you can't entirely play video games. You've got to do other stuff with your life as well. You have to find something that's going to bring you an income. You have to do something more productive than that. And, you know, the Minecraft teacher, sorry, I'm jumbling my words. The teacher probably would have even been fine if you said, I want to, you know, I want to make content around me playing Minecraft. The teacher was in tune with, you know, you can entertain, like, entertainment is decentralized. Almost anyone can make entertainment. Not almost anyone will be successful, but almost anyone can. This isn't like the 80s and 90s where really you either had to like score a really big role in TV or radio or a movie. You can just post something on your phone. It's incredible. So at this point, the Minecraft kid was starting to get really angry. And he's like, teacher, I'm going to give you to a count of 3 to take that back. And the teacher is so taken aback by the fact that the Minecraft kid is going to give you a count of 3 to like pretend that you didn't just say what you said. And the teacher's like, are you insane? The Minecraft kid is like, 3. And the teacher's like, you don't understand. They're like, I am supposed to be the one giving you a countdown. Minecraft kid's like, 2. And the teacher's like, what is so wrong with me saying that you can't just sit around and play Minecraft all day? Like, that makes total sense. I asked you in the presentation what you should do as a job. And you said sit around and play Minecraft. How do you expect to make any money from that? And the Minecraft kid's like, 1. The teacher's like, what? What are you going to do at the end of the countdown? And the Minecraft kid steps over and just like kind of like goes down on one knee and is like bent down, is like, it starts making like weird noises. He's like, and the teacher's like, dude, what are you doing? Okay. Teacher probably didn't say dude, but the teacher's like, what are you doing? And the Minecraft kid jumps up, springs up, and is like, I will fight you in a 1v1 PvP battle. And he grabs his Minecraft sword and starts like swinging it around, trying to be like intimidating. But dude, it was a foam sword. You're playing Minecraft. You're not intimidating anyone, dude. Like, that's just not happening. And he starts swinging around. It's like, and the teacher's like, okay, I just, like, why? What are you doing? Like, stop it. Get some help, bro. Like, what's going on? And he's like, you said that I could do Minecraft every single day for the rest of my life. And the teacher's like, yeah, and I stand by that. Minecraft kid swinging around his foam swords like, you don't want me to be happy. You want me to be unhappy. And for that reason, it's you versus me in a PvP fight. At this point, Peter is just sitting there just trying to comprehend how everything escalated to this point. Because sure, like the Minecraft kid and the teacher were kind of fighting a bit and they weren't happy with each other, but the Minecraft kid really gave the teacher a 3-2-1 countdown and then entered into Minecraft PvP mode. He has his like sword out, swinging it all around. And at this point, right, you know, Peter's just like, okay, something's going, like, this is not going to end well. At this point, right, you know, he's like swinging around his sword. The Minecraft kid's like, I'm going to give you to another count to 3 to give me a 100% and tell me that I can 100% play Minecraft for the rest of my life. The teacher looks at him and says, no, I would be lying to you if I said that. And Minecraft kid is like, fine, you've chosen your fate. Minecraft kid's like, starts swinging his sword. The teacher says, if that foam sword even touches me for a second, you're failing this assignment and you're going straight to the principal's office. The Minecraft kid says, I will give you another count of 3 to reconsider everything. The Minecraft kid is obviously realizing at this point that he's in way too deep and he's also not winning. So he thinks that if he keeps on saying, I'm going to give you till the count of 3, that he is somehow going to win this whole thing. And sure enough, the Minecraft kid counts to 3. The teacher's like, okay, like what? What's going to happen now? The Minecraft kid's like, I warned you. Minecraft kid takes his foam sword, swings, and goes, bop, makes contact with the teacher. And at this point, the teacher grabs the sword, rips out of the Minecraft kid's hand, goes over, holds onto both the Minecraft kid's shoulders, and starts walking him out the door. It's like, all right, buddy, that's time to go to the principal's office for you. So the Minecraft kid and the teacher walk out the door, and everyone else is kind of just sitting there like, what? Anyways, the next story, we're going to call the subscriber Chris. So Chris has a cousin who we're going to call the Minecraft kid, right? And Chris doesn't really get to know his cousin that well. He doesn't see him that often. But Chris and his mom are over at his aunt's, it would be his aunt's house. And, you know, this is the first time, you know, Chris has seen his aunt in years. And the last time Chris saw his cousin was like 4 and was really shy, didn't want to talk that much. Now his little cousin was 8 years old and was apparently a Minecraft fanatic. He liked playing it so much. He knew everything about it. He watched Minecraft YouTubers when he wasn't playing Minecraft. In his sleep, he dreamed about fighting the Ender Dragon. And, you know, Chris didn't really know that much, but Chris was kind of told because Chris asked his mom, like, as they're driving there, like, what should I know? Like, I have to hang out with this kid, because Chris was told, oh, you get to hang out with your cousin for a little bit. It'll be good for you. Chris is, like, 16 at this point. He's not going to get along with his cousin on a lot of things. They're not going to have a ton in common. They can't talk about girl troubles at the same level, right? They can't talk about, oh, wow, math is so difficult. Yeah, because Chris's little cousin would be like, yeah, a simple addition really sucks. He'd be like, sure. So sure enough, you know, Chris's mom was like, yeah, okay, so all I know is he's a big fan of, like, that game Minecraft. And Chris is like, yeah, I've played it a little bit. And by Chris saying that he's played it, literally all he means is, yeah, he and his friends have played some, like, survival servers at some points. Like, they'll be really into it for a week, and then they'll not play it for a year. That's how a lot of people actually get into it. You get super into Minecraft servers with your friends. You play for 2 weeks. You literally play 12 hours a day, and then you never touch the game again for years. That's just how it goes with a lot of people. So Chris and his mom get there, and Chris's aunt and Chris's cousin, right? Chris's cousin's actually in a different room, but Chris's aunt greets them. They're like, oh my God, I haven't seen you so long, Chris. You're so much older now. And Chris is in his head is like, yeah, that's kind of how time works, bro. But whatever, right? Sure enough, you know, Chris's aunt was like, hey, Chris, just want to let you know your little cousin's in the other room, and he would love to see you. Did he actually love to see him? Well, I mean, we'll see him in a second. So sure enough, Chris goes into the other room, and there's the little cousin who's sitting there with an iPad, and he's playing, Pocket Edition Minecraft. And Chris is like, yo, what's up, bro? Like, hey, it's me, Chris. I don't remember if you remember me, but I'm your cousin. And Chris's little cousin's like, yeah, hi, how are you doing? And Chris is like, oh, I heard you like Minecraft. And, Chris's little cousin's like, I do. Do you like Minecraft? And Chris in his head is like, he's like, yeah, I'm going to say yes, we're going to bond, and this will be less awkward. So Chris is like, yeah, I like Minecraft. It's cool. Like, I enjoy it. And Chris's little cousin immediately says, so you're an expert? And Chris is like, I don't know, but I played a little bit. And Chris is like, okay, well, riddle me this. So, when you kill the Ender Dragon, and there's the Ender Dragon egg, how exactly are you to get it? And Chris never actually completed the game, because he just plays a little bit, right? He's like, oh, you just mine it, right, with a pickaxe. The little cousin's like, meh, wrong, 1 strike against you. Next question. And Chris is kind of thinking, wait, what? Like, is this some kind of what are we doing here? And, the little cousin's like, okay, so if you're fighting an Enderman and you have a bucket, a bucket of what kind of liquid will Enderman not be able to, fight you in? And Chris is like, I don't know, milk, because he remembered he's able to milk a cow. And Chris's little cousin's like, oh my god, meh, wrong. Water. Enderman will not fight you in water. 2 strikes, Chris, 2 strikes. And Chris is kind of like, oh my god, this was supposed to be an experience. This is the opposite of a bonding experience right now. This is not a bonding experience. This is crazy. And sure enough, Chris is like, okay, man, well, I can play Minecraft with you. He's like, final question, and I need you to answer this. And Chris is like, okay. And so this little cousin's like, well, I need to think about it. I got to make it good. And, you're going to suffer the consequences if you don't get this question correct. So the little cousin's like, okay, who is the popular Minecraft YouTuber who has the Minecraft Manhunt series and is green? And the thing is, right, Chris kind of grew up on, the old school Minecrafters. So he was like, Captain Sparkles? And his little brother's like, no, it's Dream, you idiot. You aren't actually a Minecraft fan. You lied to me. And at this point, Chris is like, dude, it's simply not that deep. And the Minecraft kid's like, no, you betrayed my trust. And the Minecraft kid runs over to him and sinks his teeth into his arm. Real quick, if you made it this far into the video, comment Minecraft down below. That'll be the secret word of the day. And it'll help me know how many people actually made it to the end of the video. I really do appreciate it when you guys comment the secret word down below so I can see all the names and faces. And if you want to support the channel, just continue watching more videos after this one. Literally just watching more videos supports the channel more than you can ever imagine. And also, it's on Spotify. And if you do watch and listen on Spotify, please rate 5 stars. If you want to submit your own stories of Karen, spoiled kids, Minecraft kids, crazy things happening in high school, submit them to either my Twitter or Instagram. You can do so by following me on those platforms and then DMing me on there. By the way, join the Discord server, link in the description. Use code ConnorPubs for 10% off gamer subs. Helps you, helps me. And let's get right back into it. So Chris looks down at his little cousin who's bit him at this point. The little cousin has sunk his teeth into Chris's skin. Thankfully, he doesn't break it and draws blood or anything. And he's looking at him, he's like, oh my god. And he shakes him off. He's like, dude. And the little cousin's like, well, that's your punishment for not actually enjoying Minecraft. You're a fraud, a phony, and a fake lover of Minecraft. You don't actually love Minecraft. You are a fraud, and that's your punishment. So Chris very angrily walks out. And Chris's mom and Chris's aunt are looking like, oh, what just happened? And Chris is like my little cousin just bit me because he says I'm a fraud. Fraud alert, fraud owned. But he's like, he thinks I'm a fraud because I didn't understand all this really obscure trivia about Minecraft. Can you believe this? This is ridiculous. Oh my god. And at this point, Chris's mom's like, I don't know. And Chris's aunt's like, oh, I forgot to say, he's really touchy about the Minecraft subject. And Chris's mom turns to Chris's aunt and is like, he told me that's what he really liked. And Chris's aunt goes on to say, well, yeah, he really likes it, but he takes it really seriously. If you say you like Minecraft, he assumes that you like it at his level. And he's had so many people before say that they like Minecraft, but they just like it casually, that he now thinks that, anyone who says that and doesn't know all the obscure trivia that he knows is a fakester, a fraud, or a phony. At this point, man, Chris is kind of just like, well, why didn't you tell me this before? And you can hear the little cousin screaming, get that fraud out of here, Mom. I don't want to hang out with that fraud. And sure enough, Chris's aunt goes into that room and he hears saying like, you better behave yourself. This is unacceptable behavior. You hear me? This behavior is unacceptable, and I won't stand for it. I simply won't stand for this. You only see your cousin like once a year. This is insane. And Chris is kind of just listening to this, and Chris's mom's like, Chris, I'm so sorry. I did not know. And Chris is like, it's fine. Like, how would you know? Like, I don't know anyone else who does this. Like, I simply could not blame you even if I wanted to. Like, the situation going down right now, it's just so ridiculous. Like, I just can't blame you at this point. And so Chris's aunt comes back out. It's like, once again, I am so sorry. Like, none of this was ever supposed to happen. Like, you know what? You can go back in there. And he said they just calmed down. And Chris kind of just looks at his aunt. It's like, you said that? And Chris's aunt's like, well, I mean, he implied that with his actions. Basically just meant Chris's aunt went in there and kind of like shouted at him until he quieted down. And, sure enough, Chris decides, okay, I'll go back in there. When Chris walks back in, he's like, hey, dude. And, his cousin, the Minecraft kid, is just on the iPad. And, he walks in a little bit. And Chris is like, so, playing some Minecraft? And the little cousin's like, not like you would know. And Chris is like, well, okay, when I said I liked Minecraft, I literally just meant I played a little bit with my friends. I think it's a fun game. And the little cousin's like, if you thought it was a fun game, then you would have known my trivia. And Chris is like, well, not necessarily. Like, just because I don't know every detail about the game doesn't necessarily mean I don't like the game. That just doesn't sound fair to me. And Chris is like, I don't know. Like, I enjoy playing with my friends. Doesn't mean I don't watch it on YouTube. So that trivia question about knowing that guy, it doesn't matter. Like, I really don't understand why you bit me. And, the little cousin is just like playing his Minecraft, but then he pauses his game. So it's about to get real serious, right? And he closes out his iPad. He's like, I bit you because you're a fraud. You're a fraud who says he likes Minecraft, but really doesn't. The little kid turns around, jumps, and bites Chris on the other arm. And Chris is like, oh my God, pushes him off again. Chris storms out of that room and goes over and is like, Mom, he bit me again. Chris's mom's like, oh dear. And his aunt's like, oh. Chris's aunt runs back into the room, shouts at the Minecraft kid again, and shuts the door. And it's like, Chris, you know what? I haven't seen you in a while. How about you stay out here with your mom and I, and we'll just have a discussion here. You and your cousin you guys can meet each other again, maybe in a couple of years, when he's out of this phase. Hopefully this is a phase. I really hope this is a phase. So the final Minecraft kid story, we're going to call the subscriber who submitted it Bart. Because if you couldn't tell, I got Peter, Chris, and Bart, Family Guy, Simpsons. I'm trying to do themes with these names now. Just keep myself interested. Anyways though, right? So, Bart was in class, and he was in 3rd grade at the time. He was younger, on the younger side for sure. I don't know exactly what grade. This could have well been 2nd grade, but let's just say 3rd grade for both, just because. And so what they were supposed to do is they were assigned that, they could choose any country in the world, and they got to decide, they would have to research it, make a little presentation, and eventually present it in front of the entire class. So there was a kid in class who we're just going to call the Minecraft kid. He wasn't even that obsessed with Minecraft. He just really enjoyed the game. And it gets interesting because the Minecraft kid, he mixed up basically, right? He mixed up the nether, like in Minecraft, and the Netherlands, like the place. So anyways, right, it's the day that they're presenting. Bart is sitting next to the Minecraft kid. And he leans over and he's like, hey dude, like where did you choose? And he's like, oh, the Nether. And Bart's like, what? Like, you have to choose a country. And the Minecraft kid's like, yeah, it's next to like Sweden, Norway. It's like in that part of Europe. And Bart's like, oh, okay. So Bart knows about the Netherlands, right? He just kind of thinks that, the Minecraft kid learned like a shorthand way to call like, oh, maybe the cool people call the Netherlands the Nether, and I just don't know. The thing is though, so Bart went up, he did his presentation, it was totally fine. But the Minecraft kid, he went up to go do his presentation. And the thing is, right, when the Minecraft kid went to go look up, like, the Netherlands, right, he must have written down the Netherlands wrong and wrote down the Nether and maybe couldn't read the rest of it. So when he typed into Google the Nether, he got, like, Minecraft Wiki. He got articles about the in-game Minecraft universe, the Nether. And he actually ended up, because, look, this is second and third grade. Reality and fiction is kind of a blurred line for kids at that point. So he went up there and he did an entire presentation talking about like, here's photos, and he literally took screenshots from like a really good texture pack of the Nether. He's like, up here, like this far up into Europe, he's like, it's really fiery. It's there's these floating fire monsters. There's these like pig creatures that come after you if you provoke them. The entire class. Bro. And the teacher just has this smile on his face like, okay, how are we gonna handle this, boys? Like, how are we gonna go about this? And the the Minecraft kid finishes up his presentation, and everyone is kind of clapping a little bit, and for every single person there's a point where people can ask questions. A lot of the times, like, the kids would be like, I don't know, like, it's not my presentation, I don't know it. But one of the kids raised his hand, and the Minecraft kid pointed on him, and he said, nice presentation, but I'm pretty sure the Nether isn't real. And the Minecraft kid starts laughing. He's like, what do you mean the Nether isn't real? And he's like, I don't think you put down the name right. And the Minecraft kid is really confused, and he turns to his teacher. And the teacher is like, okay, I gotta speak up. The teacher's like, yeah, so, Minecraft kid, I hate to say it, but I think you wrote down the name wrong. I was looking it up while you were doing your presentation, so I was pretty confused. And I looked up the Nether into Google, and apparently it's a place in a video game. You were supposed to do the Nether language. And the Minecraft kid got super upset because he has this whole presentation. He was 100% confident that this place really existed, and he was kind of just told that, oh, well, actually, truth is, you just messed up the whole thing. But the teacher's actually was a pretty cool dude, because the teacher wanted to say, like, man, like, he's like, hey, all I asked you to do was to do a presentation, on a place that, I thought that, to do a presentation, do the work, do the research, put it together, and present it to the class. He said, hey, you did the research, I can tell you put in the work, this is a great presentation, and you presented it in front of the entire class. Yes, you didn't do exactly what I asked, but you didn't do so maliciously, and your intentions were good, and you put in the effort. He said, I'm gonna grade you as if you did a real country. And, the Minecraft kid is very happy to hear this, because he more or less kind of like dodged a bullet there. Because I'm sure the Minecraft kid and Bart especially, like when Bart was sitting there, he was worried for his friend because he was friendly with the Minecraft kid. He was worried that he was going to get like a check minus. Basically, they had check plus, check, and check minus as their system. They got grades when they were older, but he was afraid he was going to get a check minus, or maybe, the teacher wouldn't understand and would call up his parents being like, your son isn't taking this class seriously. When the son was taking it seriously. He just didn't understand the instructions. He didn't get the memo, right? And it's cool to see teachers like this really come together and understand that, if the intention is good and the work was put in, really that's all that, you're supposed to be doing in school. So the Minecraft kid sat down and he turned over, and Bart turned over like, hey man, I'm sorry that I didn't say anything. I honestly thought when you said the Nether, you were just doing shorthand for like the Netherlands. I thought that was your nickname or something. And the Minecraft kid's like, you're good, dude. Like, it's totally fine. Like, I should have known that. And and Bart was like, dude, there's actually a cool presentation. Like, I kind of like Minecraft myself, and I learned a thing or two about Minecraft. Like, if I'm gonna speedrun the game, I'll think about your presentation. And the Minecraft kid took that pretty nicely and smiled back. And Yeah. After that, the Minecraft kid actually got a check plus for his presentation because the Minecraft kid put in a check plus worth of work. And most kids got check pluses. Some got checks if they really clearly didn't put in any work. But the majority of kids got check pluses, including the Minecraft kid, who did a presentation on the Nether, which I just thought was pretty funny, but also W Teacher. 100% W Teacher. He gets it. He's the GOAT. Where we're going to call the subscriber Finn. By the way, if you want to submit stories, submit them to my Twitter account, @ConnorPugs. It's in the description. With that being said, let's just jump right into it. So anyways, man, I can't speak. Anyways, Finn is a college student, and he's currently in a college math class. And in this college math class, there's a kid who's kind of just like known as a kid